Good evening, football fans, and welcome to Pilots Field as we are getting ready for football action on this Friday night. It is week number 6, believe it or not, of the high school football campaign, and the Hicksville Aces find themselves on the road this evening, hosted by the Pilots of Ayersville. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television. And here with me is Chris Warner. He's running the camera tonight. And once again, we are working with our new OBS software as we continue our testing and on this new system. So we're on the other side of the field from usual. So I want to make you know we've got the new system going tonight. So you'll notice the score up in the corner of the screen. And so we're going to see how that works this evening. We're located on the visitors' side of the field. We're up in the bleachers tonight. They had a full press box. So we will be sort of giving you the reverse angle, which means that when we get to halftime, we'll still keep the live stream going, but we aren't going to be able to feature the bands the way we normally do because they're going to be pointing themselves in the other direction. And there's a few other things we'll fill you in on as well. But first, I want to say a big thank you to all of our underwriters making our coverage possible tonight. Our platinum level supporter, that's ARC Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, ARC Solutions Incorporated. Check out the many solutions they have available for business industry by checking them out online at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks also to all of our diamond level supporters underwriting all of our Aces Sports broadcasts. They include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and also online at www.aptmfg.com/careers. And a big thank you to our good friends at the Hicksville Pharmacy, located in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio, your good neighbor pharmacy, with full pharmacy for you and your family, medical supplies and equipment, over-the-counter medications, and more. Stop by and see for yourself next time you're in downtown Hicksville. The Hicksville Pharmacy, again, they're your good neighbor pharmacy in Hicksville, Ohio. All right, we're about 90 minutes away from getting the opening kickoff in for tonight's game. The Aces come in 0-5. They won the toss and elected to receive, so they will be getting the football and going on offense first to start off the game here tonight. Pilots have been having a little better year, and they are really jacked for tonight's game anyway because tonight is homecoming for the Pilots. They had a nice ceremony before the game where they introduced all the members of the homecoming court. And here at Ayersville, they don't announce the homecoming king and queen until right before the game. So they made those announcements this evening. So congratulations to all of the Pilots members of the 2022 homecoming court. And of course, we'll have a lot to talk about homecoming next week because it's Spirit Week at Hicksville High School. Different things going on at the school, different themes every day. And of course, on Friday, we'll have the big Hicksville homecoming pep rally. It's so big, I think that Chris Warner is actually going to come back and be there to run the camera for the pep rally. He's going to be there early.
They're going to bring back all the four county students at about 1 o'clock.
We're going to try to have some new things we're going to do, too. We're going to be out to hopefully cover the parade and interview the Queen in her court, or as many of them as we can before the parade starts, as we've done for years now. Coverage of the parade, and I think Christopher's got permission. He's going to try to be down on the actual field with one of the cameras for the pregame ceremony. We'll have that for you, as well as the game against Paulding 1 week from today. But that's a week from today. Tonight, it's the Pilots and the Aces, and we want to thank you for being here with us. We're out in the stands. There is a slight chance of rain tonight, so if it does start to rain with any intensity, we may need to stop our live stream for a moment to get under shelter and then resume when the rain abates. We're going to keep our fingers crossed that isn't going to happen tonight. Pilots put their foot into it. It's a low liner rolling down the field, and the Aces are just going to fall on it. That was number 3, Bronson Graber, falling on it, and it'll be 1st and 10 Aces right at about the 30-yard line. We'll see where they mark him officially, but I'm going to think the 30 is it. 12 minutes on the scoreboard, and we'll get ready to go with the Aces on offense first. 1st and 10, Hicksville on the 30-yard line. Hard count, almost got him to jump. Balzer gets the snap. Quick handoff to Green. Nope, Balzer held onto it himself. Brody around the corner. Brody with some running room. Brody puts his jets on and carries it to midfield. I think he actually got into Pilot's territory before they brought him down at the 48-yard line of Ayersville. So Balzer starts off with a great run from scrimmage, and the Aces pick up their first down of the night right away. They're right across from us right now. We want to thank the Ayersville Athletic Department we're in the visitors' side, but we got great vantage point right at midfield. Balzer again hangs on to it himself. Brody this time is only going to get about a yard. So we've got a really nice vantage point here.
The ball carrier for Hicksville, tackled by number 50, Noah Bodai, and number
it's going to be, you can tell too that we're into autumn now. The first day of fall was yesterday, I believe. Or Thursday?
So.
Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. So we got it didn't take long for fall weather to settle into Northwest Ohio. A little bit cooler, a little crisper here tonight. So here come the Aces with a 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line. Man in motion. High snap, quick handoff. Turning the corner. Green. Pick up, that was 8. That was Langham, I'm sorry. Langham's going to pick up a few extra yards. It'll be 3rd and about 5 for the Aces as they get it inside the 45-yard line down to the 43. Glad to have you with us tonight here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Again, Aces football action coming to you live from Ayersville, Ohio. Craig McCord Field. Handoff. And that was Green.
Number 44, George Green.
And Green only picks up about a yard, so it's going to be, they're going to give him a couple. So make it 4th and 3, and decision time for the Aces. Coach Lucas Smith sending in the signals. Got 2 out wide on either side. And 1 in motion. Balzer. Again, hands off to Green. Green powering forward. It's going to be close. I think he got it. And Green hits the line again, and that'll move the chains. Another first down for the Aces, and this opening offensive drive stays alive.
Number 50, Noah Bodai, and number 52, Ethan Quarterway.
So the Aces now to the 38-yard line of the Pilots. This time Green is going to lose a couple. He might have had forward progress to the 40. They're going to say they're not going to give. Like I said, I thought he was close to the 40-yard line with forward progress, and that's about where they're going to put the nose of the football. So that's still going to be a loss of about 3. 2nd and 13 now for the Aces. Clock rolling, 8 minutes and 35 seconds to go and counting here in the first quarter at McCord Field. Balzer throws it right away, caught by Langham. Langham looking to turn the corner. And he might have got a little past the 40-yard line, but not much.
Reception. Tackle by number 7, Owen Berner.
Give him a yard and make it 3rd and 12. Got to say thank you to the Ayersville FFA. Man, they got some good sausage sandwiches here tonight. We had a little snack before game time. Had to fortify ourselves for grueling 3 hours of broadcast work. Balzer with the snap. Brody rolling out, puts the ball in the air, got a man caught. Going to be well shy of first down yardage. Grab made by Stuckey, number 18, Owen. Pulls the ball in at about the 32-yard line. Well, they're going to say actually the 33. That'll bring up 4th down and 5 to go for the Aces. Balzer again, getting a good block. Oh, Green tried to hold him off, but they came around on the far side. They looped around him, and they pulled Brody down for a big loss back at about the 40-yard line. So that's going to turn the ball back to the Pilots. Well, not back to them. The Pilots are going to get their hands on the football for the first time tonight. As the Aces turn it over on downs, it'll be 1st and 10 Ayersville at the Pilots' 40-yard line with 7 minutes exactly on the first quarter clock. Their quarterback is number 10. That's Blake Houndstein. And not much there on their first down play. We'll see where they mark it. It's all bottled up on the far side of the field. I think he picked up about 4 yards. Yeah, call it 2nd and 6.
Owen Berner on the carry.
And that was Berner with the carry. He's number 7, Owen Berner, the 6'1 senior. And Houndstein is a 6'1 senior as well. 200-pounder at the quarterback position. Houndstein takes a snap. He works out of the shotgun handoff on the inside up to the 45-yard line. And that's about all.
Berner, the ball carrier for Ayersville. Tackled by number 13, Brody Balser, and number 20.
So Berner with the carry.
No name. I apologize.
Oh, they did that. They did that last week too. Who was number 20 last week for the Aces? Taylor, yeah. David Taylor. Normally Taylor wears 55. I should have wrote it down.
I told you.
Yeah, you did. You did. Houndstein, nice defense. As that's incomplete, it falls to the turf, and that's going to bring out 4th and 5. Aces sniffed that one out. Great timing and a great defensive play.
Falls incomplete. Number 5, Caden Steffel on the coverage for the Aces.
That was Steffel with the great defensive play. Long snap for the punt. Kick is up and in the air, comes down behind Balzer, and they're just going to let the Pilots down the ball. It'll be, looks like to be inside the 20-yard line. We'll see where they give it the official marking. But the Aces will have the ball in their end of the field at about the 19-yard line, it looks like. So 1st and 10, Hicksville from the 19-yard line with 5:32 to go. Aces go back on offense, and we still have a scoreless tie here in the first quarter. Again, we're coming to you live from Craig McCord Field here in Ayersville, Ohio. Next to Hicksville, it's Chris's favorite town in the area. Balzer laterals it out, caught by Langham. Langham tries to get the corner, stiff arm, and the ball comes loose. And I think the Pilots recovered it. Number 50 said he has the ball. That's Noah Bodie. Or Bodie, that's how I think they pronounce it.
Tyson Schlachter on the fumble recovery
Well, they're saying Schlachter. Number 32. Okay. I didn't see number 32. I saw number 50. I thought he had the ball. But we'll give credit where credit is due. That was number 32, Tyson Schlachter, with the fumble recovery off of Langham. And here come the Pilots with great field position back on offense. Hand off to number 7, Owen Berner. 1st and 10 on the 14-yard line, and we'll see how Berner really got brought down for no gain, so it'll be 2nd and 10. One of the aces picking somebody's mouthpiece up off the turf and handing it to him on the Pilot side. And he just popped it into his mouth. Hauenstein rolling out. Hauenstein going to hang on to himself, trying to turn the corner. Hauenstein, not much there, maybe a yard. We'll see. And he stayed in bounds, too, so the clock will continue to roll. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. Looks like he might get a yard or 2 on the carry. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 8 or 9 yards. They're going to say 3rd and 8. As they move the ball to the 12-yard line. So the Pilots can get a 1st down if they reach about the 4-yard line. They can move the chains. So here we go, 3rd and 8. Man in motion for Ayersville. Hauenstein puts the ball in the air. It's caught over the middle, but he was bobbling it when he went down, and the ball's still rolling around. I think that's going to probably be an incomplete pass because I don't. Yeah. Wolfram was the intended receiver, and I don't think Wolfram had control of the ball before it fell out of his hands. So that's going to just be an incomplete pass, and that's going to bring up 4th and 8. And we'll see what the Pilots want to do here. We don't know whether they've got somebody that can kick field goals or if they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It looks like they're going to try to punch it in. They need 8 yards for a 1st down or 12 yards for the score. Hauenstein looking downfield. He's in a world of trouble. Hauenstein trying to turn something into nothing, and he's going to be brought down short of the line of gain, and it's going to be Ace's ball. They'll turn it over on downs. So Hicksville is going to hold them off and get the football back. They're deep in their end of the field, though, so they're going to have a lot of real estate to cover. And job number 1 for Brody Balzer is going to try to just get him out from the shadow of the goalpost, so to speak, and get him some breathing room. 1st and 10 Aces at their own 12-yard line. Balzer all alone in the backfield. Oh, I take that back. Quick handoff to Green. No, it's not. It's a throw, and that was to Klima. And it was a little too high for Aaron. It's incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Got to hand it to Balzer. He had a good fake handoff to Green. I thought that's what he did. He fooled me.
That's how you know it's a good fake. If it fakes the broadcasters, it's a good fake.
Yep, like I said, when they're really good, they fool the camera guys. And they wind up following a guy that doesn't even have the ball for like 2 seconds.
I've done that a few times.
Yep, we're all guilty of it. Heck, there's guys working for Fox Sports that are guilty of it. And that's just going to be a power run right up the gut. He'll get about 2 yards, maybe 3 out of it. George Green working those legs and just trying to give him a little more room to work with. They'll give him 3 on the carry. It's 3rd and 7. Ball out to the 15-yard line for the Aces. Balzer rolling out again. Balzer, ball in the air. Caught, hit right away, and I think he knocked the ball loose, so that's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver again, Owen Stuckey.
Balzer's pass intended for number 18, Owen Stuckey, falls incomplete.
So that'll bring up 4th down, and no doubt about it, Balzer's going to be dropping back to punt this one.
Back for the Pilots to receive the Hicksville.
Brody's going to be standing pretty much on his goal line.
13, Brody Balser, will be handling the punting duties for the Aces.
So here's the snap. Brody gets his foot into it. Not a bad kick. And it's going to roll towards the sideline and go out of bounds. Their deep man for the Pilots was number 12. That's Lucas Fishbaugh. But he couldn't get to it in time. It rolls out of bounds. Looks to be at about the 42-yard line of the Aces. So some pretty decent field position for the Pilots to start this next offensive series. And a timeout on the floor, on the field, called by Ayersville. You can tell I've been doing volleyball. Did just a few volleyball games this week.
A few, yeah, a few.
Yeah, we had volleyball. I didn't do a lot on Monday, but you and Brian had volleyball on Monday, and I just sort of showed up for. I think I came in and they scored 4 points and and finished up the varsity match.
Yeah, you came. No, you were actually there for the last game. I think you actually ended up doing the last game for me.
All right. So it was. So we had volleyball Monday, volleyball Tuesday, and volleyball on Thursday. So it's kind of nice to do some football on Friday.
Yeah, it's very nice to do some football.
Okay, this is the first timeout called for the first half by the Pilots. I want to talk things over. They've got good field position here. The ball at the 42-yard line, first and 10 of the 42-yard line of the Aces, first and 10. And so far, both teams have shown some pretty good offense. They've moved the ball fairly well. And some good defense, too. Ayersville recovering fumbles and some great defensive plays for both teams. Neither of them, though, have been able to really punch it in. And we've still got a scoreless tie here with just under 3 minutes to go in our opening quarter. So we're getting ready to get back into action. Pilots with the ball. Quick handoff. Again, that's to Berner. And Berner is down to about the 35-yard line on the carry.
Owen Berner on the carry for the Pilots. Tackled by number 18, Owen Stuckey.
They're going to put him on the 35-yard line, which will make it 2nd and 3. Ayersville will break huddle. And it's going to counter, quick handoff, heading towards the end zone. They got him from behind and brought him down. I think that was McGuire, number 9. Yeah, Weston McGuire, number 9, with the carry, and that's going to move the chains.
Tackled by Caden Seffel for the Aces.
Seffel did a good job, too. Got him by the shirt tails, basically. Pulled him down from behind. 1st and 10 at the 19 now for the Pilots. Blake Howenstein. Another quick handoff, and again working the legs and moving forward a little bit. Berner, the ball carrier. Berner looks to be like the go-to running back for the Pilots, at least early on here tonight. With McGuire backing him up. That'll bring up 2nd and 7 now for the Pilots. Ball now resting at the 16-yard line. And they managed to bring him down for
a Delano tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss.
Number 13, Brody Balser.
So that's going to make it now 3rd and about 7. Howenstein got a man open, up, and
looks to be intercepted by the Aces.
Intercepted by the Aces in the end zone.
Lucas Fishpaw's
Fishball was the intended receiver.
12 there in Klima.
And Klima picks up the INT for the Aces. Great defensive play. So one turnover lost by the Aces earlier on the fumble, but then Klima gets that one back. 15 seconds to go. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Aces on the 20-yard line after the touchback, the interception in the end zone. So Balzer wanting to capitalize on the turnover here. Brody hands it off to Green. Green muscling forward.
Green, the ball carrier.
It looks like he's going to get about 3.
Tackle by number 58, Brady Clark.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. So we've played the first 12 minutes here at Craig McCord Field in Ayersville, and after one, it's the homestanding Pilots 0 and the visiting Hicksville Aces 0. Scoreless tie at the end of one. We'll get ready to switch end of the fields. The Aces will have the ball, and they'll be on offense when the second quarter gets underway. While we've got some time, I want to say thank you to a couple of our diamond level underwriters. They underwrite all of our Aces sports coverage. We want to say a big thank you to our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, offering robotic packing and palleting solutions, powder coating, welding, lots more, and looking to add to the APT family. Great positions available. You can find out about the opportunities, many that come with training and certification, by going online and checking out www.aptmfg.com/careers. I want to thank them so very much, Tony Nicewander and all the gang, and for their diamond level underwriting support of our Aces sports coverage right here on Hicksville Community Television, and of course, like tonight, the HIX-TV YouTube channel. All right, Aces back on offense. It's a 2nd and 9 after a 1-yard carry for Green on first down just before the end of the quarter. Brody Balzer with the snap. Balzer rolling out. Balzer looking downfield, puts it in the air. Batted down.
Balzer's pass is complete to number 8, Brant Langham.
Langham grabs it out of midair and brings it down at the 30-yard line, which will be enough to move the chains. So Langham got them just what they needed. It'll be 1st and 10 Aces at the 30-yard line. Three wide receivers on the near side towards us. Hard count by Balzer. Brody's going to hang on to it himself, and nothing doing that time. They're going to drop him for a couple yards loss.
Brody Balzer on the quarterback keeper.
They're going to say Balzer only lost a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11. Clock continuing to roll. We're 1 minute into the second quarter. Balzer again rolling out, looking downfield, not seeing anything. He's going to head for the sidelines and just sort of toss it away.
Balzer's pass intended for number
Good defense from the Pilots as they had all the receivers downfield covered very well. Balzer could not find anybody open, and he wound up just having to head towards the sideline and throw the ball away before he goes out of bounds. Incomplete pass, and it remains 3rd and 11. So Aces need to get to the 40-yard line to move the chains. Ball sitting on the 29 right now. Balzer reverses, caught by Langham. Langham heading towards, and he's going to be brought down, I think, just a little bit short. Langham, though, great catch and run, and that's going to make it 4th and 1. So the Aces with a 4th and manageable. Kind of a hurry-up offense. And a whistle. And another timeout called by the Pilots. Or is that by the Aces? Yep, the Aces are going to call the timeout. Okay.
It was one of those weird moments where he had two separate officials playing, one pointing towards the Pilots, one pointing towards the Aces.
Yeah, the man in the white hat was pointing
towards Ayersville.
Towards the Ayersville side of the.
While the line judge was pointing towards the Aces.
Well, either way. We got it all straightened out, and it's timeout on the field by the Aces as they want to make sure everybody is on the same page for this upcoming 4th and 1 play. Again, it's homecoming tonight here for the Ayersville Pilots. The Aces would love to act as spoilers, and what they'd really like is to be able to pick up their first victory of the season here tonight and a win in the GMC. That wouldn't be bad either, and get ready to have some momentum behind them as they get ready to host Paulding for Hicksville's homecoming next week. All right, Aces back out onto the field. Here we go. 4th and 1 from the 39-yard line, and they jump. Oh, no. A false start.
A false start against the Aces.
And every now and then, I'm not sure whether that was they jumped on the hard count or if they just jumped.
Yeah, there was
whatever the
jump.
reason, but there was no doubt about it. A couple Aces went across the neutral zone and hit the shoulder pads of the defending Aces, or defending Pilots. And with the 5-yard loss, it's instead of going for it, Balser drops back to punt. Fishpaw, the deep man for the Pilots. High snap, but Brody, it's a fake, and it's not going to work.
Balser's pass was complete to number 44, George Green.
He got the pass away, caught by Green, but Schlachter was right there to bring Green down. And so the fake punt attempt fails, and it's going to be Ayersville's ball. Pilots will have it 1st and 10 now on the Aces' 34-yard line. So a little trickery on the part of the Aces comes up short, and the Pilots are back on offense. Houndstein tosses it. That was to Berner, and the Aces sniffed that one out, and Berner's going to be dropped at about the 39-yard line. So actually they're going to say his knee touched at the 38, but that's still a loss of about 4. Well, they're going to say actually a loss of 6. Okay, 2nd and 16. No, it's got to be 2nd and 14. I was about to say, ball's at the, they're saying the ball on the 40-yard line. The ball's on the 38-yard line, so it's 2nd and 14. Blake Houndstein, ball in the air, caught. He breaks free. And that's going to be 1st down yardage for the Pilots.
Blake Houndstein's pass is complete to number 36, Abe Delano.
Abe Delano.
12, Aaron Klima.
Klima on the tackle for the Aces. But Delano's going to move it down. Oh, I thought he got the 1st down. He's a yard short. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Pilots. As we're right at about 9 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Houndstein puts a man in motion. Here's a snap. It's a handoff. Trying to turn the corner. And again, the Aces are waiting for him. Not much there. I don't know if he made it. I think Berner might have made it back to the original line of scrimmage. I think he actually lost about a yard.
Looks like he lost a yard. They moved the yard marker back.
So that's going to bring up 4th down, and I'm sure that the Pilots are in 4-down territory here. Again, everybody's anxious for somebody to score some points here tonight.
Lost of 2 yards they gave him.
So they're going to say now it's 4th and 3. And the ball at the 27-yard line. So let's see what Ayersville comes up with here.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Houndstein, and it's deflected. Deflected. I think it was number 64 for the Aces.
Yes, it was.
Holstein's pass is covered by number 64, Gabe Rodriguez.
Rodriguez with his mid in the air knocks it down.
That was another number you didn't have on your roster.
Take over on downs.
Well, I'll make the adjustment here. So Aces back on offense now, 1st and 10, their own 26. Balzer drops back to throw. He's airing it out. Klima got it. Klima with the catch.
Balzer's pass is complete to number 12, Aaron Klima.
And Klima, well, they're saying it's not complete. All right, he must not have had control when he hit the ground. It looked like a catch. All right. Evidently, when he went down and he hit the turf, the ball bounced loose. That's the official ruling, so it's an incomplete pass. Ah, darn, I thought he had it.
We'll give him credit, though, for being very close.
Yeah. Well, you know what Jim Seiler would say about that. Walter puts the ball in the air again, and that one's caught again on the far sideline. That was Stuckey with the grab, and Stuckey out to about the 35-yard line.
What would Jim say? His famous words of in and out, no good?
I was about to say close don't count. Unless you're throwing hand grenades or horseshoes. Third and 1 after Stuckey's completion of the Balzer pass. Brody going to hang on to it himself and try to pick up the 1 yard they need. I don't know.
Looks like he's going to lose a yard.
Balzer's going to lose a yard on the carry attempt. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 2. So again, the Aces. Balzer dropping back like he's going to punt. And we'll see if Balzer puts his foot to it this time or if they've got a little more trickery up their sleeve. Snap, and Brody's going to punt it this time. Fishpaw heading over towards it, and he's not going to be able to get to it before the Aces. It's going to roll dead at the Ayersville 31-yard line, and that's where the Pilots are going to take over on offense. 1st down and 10. Glad to have you with us again, coming to you from Craig McCord Field here at Ayersville, Ohio. The lights are on. It's kind of a nice, crisp, early fall night. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner bringing you the action here on the Hicksville Community Television or the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Hope you are enjoying the coverage here tonight. Wrapping up what has been a busy week of sports broadcasting for Hicksville Community Television this week. So ready to get back into action. Quick handoff. That's Burner. Burner out near the 40-yard line. I think they pushed him out at about the 39.
Owen Burner, the ball carrier for the Pilots. Tackled by number 5, Caden Steffel.
Steffel on the tackle again. We've been calling him. He's making a few plays on defense tonight.
Yes.
Houndstein. Again, handoff. And this time a little bit of a bigger break for Burner to work with, and he'll dive forward. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
Burner, the ball carry for Ayersville.
Burner will take it out to about the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Pilots from there.
1st down, Ayersville.
So here we go. Man in motion. Stop. And they're going to give it to Burner on the other side, and Burner bounces off some defenders and tries to turn the corner. He's still on his feet. And it looks like he is going to finally break loose and get some forward progress. Maybe not a lot, but they're going to say out to about the 49-yard line. Pickup of about 3. So 2nd and 7 coming up now for the Pilots. So here comes Ayersville with a 2nd and 7. Aces adjusting their defense. Hohenstein puts the ball in the air. It's caught. Caught by McGuire. McGuire is going to get across midfield down to about the Aces' 46-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and about 2.
Tackled by number 12, Aaron Klima.
Klima on the tackle as McGuire gets him a little bit closer. Line of gain is the 44-yard line, and they're going to have it 3rd and 2 from the 46. Must be something interesting coming up because all the Pilots are checking their little wristbands to see just what that play is. So here we go. Hohenstein puts McGuire in motion. McGuire resets. Hand off to Berner. Berner straight ahead. Berner first down yardage. Berner still on his feet. Berner on the far side. Berner turns on the Jets, and Berner burns into the end zone. Touchdown, Pilots.
Touchdown run for Ayersville.
Berner from 46 yards out takes it into the end zone, and that'll make it 6-0 Pilots with the conversion attempt pending. And for the first time tonight, Christopher gets to update the little scoreboard on-screen score.
Well, actually, I did that in between quarters, actually. So I got quarter and then score.
There we go.
So second time I get that.
I told you it wouldn't be quite as fast-paced with the scores tonight as it is in the volleyball coverage.
Oh, yeah, volleyball. If I look away for 5 seconds, I'm losing like 3 scores somewhere.
All right, they're going to go for 2. Berner powering forward and into the end zone he goes. Successful attempt on the 2-point conversion. So with 4:40 to go here in quarter number 2, the Pilots strike first tonight, and they take the early lead 8-0 here in this week number 6 varsity football game. So we'll get ready to change possession here, and the Aces will get ready to receive their second kickoff of the night and see what they can put together offensively to try to draw back even in this contest. Our coverage of Aces football action is brought to you in part by ARC Solutions Incorporated, our platinum level underwriter. They underwrite all of our operations on HIX-TV, all of our programming, all of our coverage, all of our social media across all of our platform. Cannot thank them enough. Danny Vetter and the whole gang at ARC Solutions Incorporated, located on Industrial Drive in Hicksville, Ohio. Aces getting ready to receive the kick.
Ball serve, number 8, Brant Langham, and number 64, Gabe Rodriguez. Handling kickoff duties for the Pilots, number 52, Ethan Cordaway.
As they mentioned, 52, Ethan Cordaway is the kicker for the Pilots for the kickoffs tonight. And Cordaway gets some air under it this time. Caught by Langham back at about the 20, about the 16-yard line. Langham still on his feet. Spin move out across the 35, and they'll bring him down about the 36, 37-yard line. So about a 20-yard return for Brant Langham, and the Aces will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line.
45, Torin Knieven.
So they'll get the personnel switched around, and they'll reset the down markers, and we'll get ready to go back into action here. Brody Balzer. Split backs either side of him. Balzer hand off to Langham. Langham bumps into somebody but stays on his feet. Langham turns the corner, and Langham out to about the 40-yard line.
Langham, the ball carry for Hick.
Pickup of about, looks like a pickup of about 4.
And number 45, Torrin Knieven.
So it'll be second down on the 40-yard line with 6 to go. 2nd and 6 on the 40.
You know, Bill, I don't think we're going to have an issue hearing Ayersville's band. I just looked over there, and they got either their middle school or high school band with them because I see 7 bass drummers.
Yep. We're going to do what we normally do for halftime. We'll talk more about it after the play. Balzer with the snap. Handoff. Nope, that was a fake. Brody kept the ball himself, powering ahead. Close to first down yardage. Brody will pick himself off the field right at about the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1. Yeah, it's like we normally do at halftime. We're going to shut down. We'll disconnect the headset microphones that we're using right now, and we'll plug in a shotgun or a field mic on the camera, and we'll let the camera roll. And, well, you'll hear what you hear, I guess. Like I said, the bands will be facing the other way while they perform, but we'll keep the live stream going over halftime, and that'll give Christopher and I a chance to take a little bit of a break, rest our voices, and stand up, move around a little bit. Balzer hands off to Green. Green, first down yardage and a little more. They'll move the chains, and Green will get them a little closer to midfield as the Aces looking to try to punch it into the Pilot side of the field here shortly. And, of course, then we'll be back in time for the second half, and we'll reconnect the headsets, and we'll bring you all the second half action as well here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. If you enjoy the coverage and if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to our HIX-TV YouTube channel. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. You can hit the button bell for notifications and be aware of all the programs we upload. Quarterback keeper for Balzer. Balzer. Nice run for Brody as he'll get to about the 45, 44-yard line of the Pilots. They're going to put the ball just across the 45-yard line, so make it 2nd and about 2 for the Aces. It's, well, 2nd and a long 1 is what they're officially calling it. Balzer. Hard count, nothing doing. The Aces hold. And that's another carry for Green and another first down. George Green down near the 40. They needed a couple. It looks like Green got him 3. Put the ball at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 Aces. With 1 minute and 40 seconds to go before halftime. Aces not worried about time just yet, not doing any kind of a hurry up. Balzer rolling out. Brody tucks the ball in. Brody still on his feet. Brody forward inside the 35-yard line to about the 34.
Carry for Hicksville, tackled by number 45, Torrin Knieven.
So we've got a timeout on the field. Now he's indicating Ayersville. All right. So that time the guy in the white hat pointed at the right team. He was wrong the last time. Well, it's okay. I don't need to have the officials get on my case. So timeout on the field. It's the second called by the Pilots. Minute 14 to go before halftime. The Aces driving. They've got a 2nd and 3 coming up from the Pilots' 34-yard line. So Ayersville talking it over, wanting to put a stop on this offensive series by the Aces. And, of course, Hicksville wanting to punch one in before halftime. And the Pilots have 1 timeout remaining. Aces still have 2 that they can utilize before the end of the half. We'll get ready to get back into action here. Second and 3 from the 34-yard line. Balzer handing it off to Green, powering it forward. We'll see if Green makes any forward progress. They're not indicating a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. Aces starting to be in the hurry up a little bit. Langham getting in position. Balzer takes the snap. Brody hanging on to it himself. Brody working his way through traffic, falling forward. That should move the chains. First down, Aces. Clock will stop briefly, 48 seconds to go.
Ball carry for Hicksville. Tackle by number 7, Owen Berner, and number 9, Weston.
And then another timeout called, and this one by the Aces.
Timeout, Hicksville.
So with 48 seconds, the Aces call timeout. They're going to have a 1st and 10 from the Pilots' 29-yard line when we get back into action. Nothing going on Saturday here on Hicksville Community Television. There's sports going on, but there are away games that we aren't going to be covering. I have to go down to Kentucky tomorrow anyway, so I wouldn't be available.
Yeah, and I hate to say I'm not able to drive to Evergreen.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you're not able to drive anywhere.
Yeah,
Unless you have a licensed driver sitting next to you in the car.
Yeah, and I don't know. That would be pretty hard to convince my dad to go to Evergreen for some volleyball.
Yeah. But if you want to go, you're welcome to. You can take an iPad with you. Balzer dropping back. Brody working through traffic. Brody throws the ball away on the far side, and there's the flag. So we'll see.
Brody Balser throws his pass out of bounds. Penalty is for holding against.
And they're saying there's a hold on the Aces, so that's going to back them up 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So we'll see where the ball winds up here. 41 seconds left before halftime. It was 1st and 10. It's going to remain 1st down, but it looks like it's going to be 1st down and a lot longer than that. The ball's going to be back at about the 40-yard line, it looks like.
Be 1st and 21.
1st and 21 from the 40-yard line. Ouch. They set the ball and restart the clock. And now we've got another stop. Did they start the clock too soon? They did. They were not supposed to start the clock until the ball was snapped. So put 41 seconds back on the clock, and now we're ready to go. 1st and 21 for the Aces. Green, the lone back beside Balzer. Balzer hanging on to it himself. He runs into a world of trouble. He takes about 2 steps forward, and down he goes. Nothing much there for Brody Balzer. He might have lost a couple. So that's going to make it 2nd and 23. That's the ball now back at the 42-yard line. And Hicksville is going to use their final timeout. So Aces burn their last timeout of the first half as they are facing. They were 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line, and now they find themselves 2nd and 23 from the 42-yard line. So Aces moving in the wrong direction here late in the second quarter. So again, need to make sure everybody is on the same page because they're going to need to go to the hurry-up mode here if they want to have any chance of being able to put some points on the board before they head to the locker room at halftime. Aces will break huddle. And here we go. 2nd and 23 for Brody Balzer and the Aces. Brody, hard count. Nobody flinches on the offensive line. Brody dropping back. Brody trying to find a hole and make his way forward, and he's going to lose a couple more yards. And now Balzer's going to be brought down at the 44-yard line to make it 3rd and 25. And the Aces may be content just to let time expire here. They don't even have to snap ball. The play clock. Oh, they're going to go. They're going to try to get one more in, and that's going to cost them 5 as Klima took off early. So that'll stop the clock at 6 seconds, but it's going to be 3rd and 40 for the Aces. from the 49-yard line. So Balzer takes the snap. This will be the last play of the half. Airs it out for Klima. Klima with the catch, and he's going to get dropped, and that'll be the end of the first half. Klima got back to about the original line of scrimmage, and that's where he was brought down, and that'll be the end of the first half. So we've played the first 24 minutes from Craig McCord Stadium here at Ayersville, and at halftime it's the homestanding Ayersville Pilots on homecoming for the Pilots tonight, leading the visiting Hicksville Aces 8-0, your halftime score. And as we get ready for our halftime break, we want to say another big thank you to another one of our Diamond level underwriters, underwriting all of our Aces sports coverage here on Hicksville Community Television. That's the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle brand new, pre-owned, be it a car, truck, van, or SUV, you can stop by and check out the selection on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. And remember, it's always about service, before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. So proud to have them as one of our Diamond-level underwriters, 13 years and counting now. Jim Schmidt has underwritten all of our Aces sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. We can't thank them enough. We hope you will, too. Remember, whenever you see Aces sports on HIX-TV, they're the ones that make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. We're going to take a break. We're going to bring you the halftime entertainment. We'll turn on the field microphones, and Christopher and I will be back, and we'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play action coming your way right here on HIX-TV.